is Radio Respects.
Hey everyone, we're here with Kevin Barnes from Of Montreal at Radio Respects. Of Montreal performing tonight at Respectable Street, Wednesday, March 16th, 2022. Doors are at 7 p.m. So welcome back, Kevin.
Thank you very much.
Last show we did was in 2019 in Miami. So it's glad to be back post COVID.
Yeah.
Talk to us about what you've been up to creatively since the pandemic hit.
So yeah, I pretty much got right into recording. I made a double album that I self-released during pandemic times, and then also made another record that's coming out in the fall on polyvinyl. So I try to just stay busy, keep recording, keep working on different projects and stuff, and try to keep myself from getting too depressed, you know, because we couldn't tour, couldn't really hang out with anybody and all that.
Definitely. Yeah, it was definitely a change of course of action for all of us, but it's good to be back with live music. Tell us a little bit about what someone who hasn't seen your show before can expect.
So yeah, musically it's sort of all over the map. There's a lot of different genres that we play with, and sort of just pulling from a pretty wide variety of influences, some like 70s punk and 70s glam and 80s electronic pop and some funk and psychedelic, and so the music is like all over the place. And then we also have performance artists that come on stage, and we have a bunch of different visual elements to it that kind of stand out and keep it from getting too static, you know. So that's kind of like the thing, is like we just don't want it to be a kind of experience where you just feel like you're just eating the same flavor of ice cream, you know, right, for an hour. So you get to try all the different flavors.
It's always a party. It's always a party for your shows.
Yeah.
It's always enjoyable. People get to let loose, let their freak flag fly.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, yeah, a lot of people dress up, and it's kind of just like cross between like Halloween and New Year's Eve or something.
That's a good description. So you've got the new album, you've got this new tour. Talk to me about what would you like to do in the future? Would you like to collaborate with anyone?
Well, in the future, yeah. Well, the immediate future, you know, we're releasing a new record and going back out on the road in the fall, early fall. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, just like continue working the way we have been working. And as far as like collaborating with other people, there's nobody really... That's not really a thing that I've done very much, so I'd always be into it, you know, but I would love to collaborate with Andre 3000 if that was the thing.
I did read that you were into Hey Ya.
Yeah, I mean, I love all the stuff that he does, and I think that we'd make some cool stuff together.
Yeah, I think so too. Very cool. I mean, it's always great to work with you. Honestly, we've been working with Of Montreal since Grand Central, I was part owner along with Aramis from Pop Life.
Yeah.
So Pop Life and Heroes Live Entertainment, we're doing this collaboration with Kevin, and we always love working with you. We love your music. You know, we feel like it's family. So every time you're down here, talk to me about Florida. How does it feel to come back to Florida? You lived here for some time.
Yeah, I lived here. I went to high school here for a bit. We moved here from Michigan, and so I did like the second half of high school down in Florida. And this street, like Clematis Street, was the spot where we would always come and hang out, walk around. It's changed so much, you know, since that time period. So it's pretty crazy to see it now, and I haven't been down here in many years. So it's pretty wild, you know. But in a lot of ways, it doesn't really feel that different. It's still kind of recognizable. Sure. And it's amazing that Respectable Street has been here for so many decades, and I think it's awesome, you know, that there's still a spot.
Absolutely, since '87.
That's so cool.
It's the longest running southeastern alternative club in the country.
That's so cool. Yeah. So it's great to come back down here and play in Florida, and we typically have like really fun, good shows in Florida, and I know that growing up here, I remember like a lot of bands didn't come down to Florida.
Right.
So it was like pretty rare, like, especially all like this far south. Like you wouldn't really get that many bands coming down. So I think it's cool to be able to do that. You know, to come down and just see if anybody wants to check it out. You know, it's like here we are.
I've noticed that, you know, back then, you know, you wouldn't get a lot of bands coming down to Florida, and there was the whole like, hey, you know, Miami's not going to go up to West Palm. Palm Beach doesn't want to go down to Miami. But now we're getting people cross the Tri-County lines, which is great, and everybody's coming out for live music, you know, again.
Yeah, it's probably, I mean, I've noticed it a bit on this tour. This is the first tour we've done since everything was shut down, and does seem like people are kind of like, yeah, you know, kind of like easing back into it. This is amazing. Like we can go back out and like live a life again.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, so I hope to see everyone out tonight. The doors are at 7 p.m. and the first band is on at 7:30. It's Palomino Blonde. It's a local band. They're great. They're from Miami. Don't miss them. Support your local scene. And then Locate S1 will be tour support. So they're going to be on directly before of Montreal. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.
Educate Radio Respects.
Hey, we're cooking with hot grease now.
There we fucking go. Oh.
And so it begins.
Oh no. Oh no, it happened.
What happened?
It happened.
What happened?
My fucking lenses are fogging. I love it.
Oh no.
Oh!
That's what we were not hoping for.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid. Hi everybody, it's Radio Respect, a product of the scene, baby.
I was watching this video on YouTube where this guy talked about how Hot Topic stays relevant.
How they basically they assign themselves to the pop culture, and what's hot at that time.
But like they're so far ahead of it, like they'll change up everything like months in advance before they know when a new trend is coming. It's crazy.
They definitely have a what's the term? Their finger on the pulse, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it this way, they made a hard shift into the collectibles and moved away from clothing. Like they still have clothing.
Oh, yeah, they still have collectibles too.
Oh yeah, for sure. But when they made a hard turn into collectibles out of fucking nowhere.
Oh yeah.
But right before the market popped off too. And then immediately they started getting all these awesome Hot Topic exclusive Funko products. And then it's like they just tapped into something. I don't know. But, like, you go in there now, and it's like, what, Billie Eilish t-shirts and, like...
Yeah, here and there.
Shirts of Grogu.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of Grogu, oh my god, that stupid little green infant. He's about to turn into a Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Don't get nervous. Oh,
all the articles.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought I lost all our show prep. I'm gonna be like, well, that's it. We're packing it up. Fuck tonight. All right, kids. We were talking about the Penguin. We were talking about. I was reviewing the Batman. I won't spoil anything for you because this fucking poor soul hasn't gone and saw the Batman. Not yet. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for God to come?
No.
Jesus?
Before Batman dropped,
Buddha?
there was an article I received on my phone that
God.
after a month of it being in theaters, it will be put up on HBO Max.
So the fuck what? It's really a movie to be seen in the theaters because, like, stylistically, you're lucky because you have a projector in your fucking home, so
I can enjoy a movie theater experience.
Sort of, yeah, but like you're still at home on your phone, not focused. Like you getting up, you're going to the bathroom, you're not sitting there stuck for the whole 3 hours enveloped in this world. Like what I did was I took mushrooms and went to Royal Palm Beach, Charlotte,
fantastic.
And sat there for like 3 hours and just visited Gotham.
Visiting Gotham.
I went to Gotham. There. It was emotional. It was intense. It was everything I wanted and then some. And like at the end of, you know what? You'd think, because it's like a 3-hour movie, right?
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour movie, so you'd kind of be like, okay, enough's enough, right? Maybe this is a little too long. No, I was mad. I wanted more. I wanted to live in that universe. I wanted more of that universe.
I believe it.
Which is why I'm very, very glad that, as we were discussing prior, there was this rumored series for HBO Max centered around the Penguin's rise to...
Stardom.
I almost said supremacy.
Stardom.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have to spoil one thing because it's the only. Well, actually, no, I don't. All I'll say is I can be vague. We can be vague, right? Right. This is an exercise for age 7 to not spoil a thing. Okay. So in the end of the Batman, Gotham is left in a state of disarray. I'll just say that.
Of course. Gotham
is left fucking eviscerated, and like you would think in a situation like that, crime is going to spread. Everyone's going to be vying for power because they do something very fucked up. The main crime boss throughout the movie, they cap. So like a character that you are very surprised does not live past the first fucking Batman movie gets capped.
Ooh.
And that will then open the door for a wide net to be cast for Gotham's underbelly and all that bullshit. So the Penguin series is supposed to be like apparently a Scarface-like tale of like, for instance, Tony Montana knew what he could be, but no one else did. he rose amongst the ranks and did the thing from being an immigrant and then coming all the way up.
Yeah.
And that was basically Scarface. And then he succumbed to his fucking vices and became the maker of his own demise, that kind of thing. We're basically going to get that, but with the Penguin. And it was rumored and discussed, but not confirmed until now. Right now.
Right now?
Right now. HBO Max has officially put in their order for the Penguin limited series. Limited series. That means it's like a one-shot thing.
So like 5 episodes?
It will probably be. I mean, it doesn't
8
say.
maybe.
It will be clearly a limited amount of something that will not be getting a shitload of seasons.
Yeah.
So okay.
Because I'm sure what they're planning on doing, from what it sounds like, is they're going to make multiple of these of each of the characters. And then somehow meet them again, probably for like the sequel movie or a third movie.
You're
maybe.
half right, because that other series, the GCPD series, that was basically just going to be kind of an updated Gotham, that has been put on hold in favor of an Arkham series, which will be treated as an introduction to a major portion of Batman's bad guys. So I hate to say this because I might. No, I can say this without spoiling anything. There's a scene when the Riddler is in Arkham, and there's another person that is a very popular Batman villain that's in a cell, but you don't see him. You do see him, kinda, and you see his fucked up face, and you hear him.
Well, that might have.
But he doesn't
away
sound like
face.
him. But he says some things and mentions some things in just a few lines of dialogue that are enough to give you a real inclination or a real idea as to who he is.
Okay.
Even if it's just a little Easter egg and a little drop in the pan. So the real thing is, Matt Reeves has no plan for, like, the Joker in the next movie. He has no plan for... I think he wants to do Mr. Freeze.
That would be fire.
I would kill for that. I said this in the last episode. What do you think of this? Leonardo DiCaprio, Mr. Freeze.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Just process it. Just think about it. We live in a world where Cillian Murphy was Scarecrow. We live in a world where Tom Hardy was Bane. We live in a world where Paul Dano is the Riddler.
Okay.
I don't know,
Leonardo
man.
DiCaprio. I don't know how exactly I feel on that.
Me either, but...
Dude, can I see him playing Mr. Freeze?
I don't know who I can see playing Mr. Freeze. I've been thinking about this for 3 weeks, or 3 episodes worth.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this. And, like, I can't think of anyone besides that. I figure him, maybe, or one of the Inception guys. One of Chris Nolan's dudes. You know?
Yeah, okay.
One of them cats. Because, like...
Isn't Mr. Freeze kind of a big dude? Don't you need a big dude?
Not really.
No?
I mean, he could be. The only reason why you would think that is because Arnold Schwarzenegger played him in that shitty...
Well, not only that, but even in the Arkham games...
Well, he's got a huge suit of armor.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
It has to be partly suit.
But a dude's got to be quasi in shape to wear even bulky armor.
For sure, exactly.
Because, like, otherwise you look like fucking Paz Vizsla from The Mandalorian, where you're just a fucking... just incessant.
Looking like a beefcake.
Yeah. So...
Said the beefcake came and fit through the
Beefcake!
door. Beefcake!
So... They confirmed it. It's happening. The Penguin's happening. We can live in the universe. Because like I was saying, I was mad. Like I was telling him before we did this, I was fucking mad that after seeing the show... What the fuck's wrong with me? I'm on edibles, by the way.
The movie.
I'm on edibles.
The movie.
I'm on edibles and G Fuel.
Fucking mic.
I'm on edibles and G Fuel
mask.
because I'm not a human, you see. Anyway, after I saw the movie, yeah, I wanted a shitload more, but nothing was confirmed. Everyone's just been talking about, like, what could be next. Nothing's concrete until this. So this is great news. Very, very glad to hear this. But speaking of the goddamn Batman... There was a little bit of concern over how this film would perform in the cinemas, given the current state of the fucking world.
Yeah.
Well, worry no more, fam, because this movie is closing in on $500 million already.
Which is fantastic. That only tells me good things about the movie.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think, with those numbers, we're getting We're getting more, right? We're not.
Oh, we're getting more.
We're getting more.
We're getting more and some.
We can, and I'm so glad it's not going to be Disney-ified. It's going to be more in the vein of, because they learned, HBO Max kind of learned from the Peacemaker thing, how it's like a continuation of the Suicide Squad or whatever the fuck, but it's like its own entity, and it's unrestricted, and its own animal.
Which is what I really loved about Peacemaker. Peacemaker was so
imagine that approach to an Arkham show.
Which would be awesome.
Which is, well, that's the next thing. If this gets if the Penguin's been greenlit,
what else can be greenlit?
You gotta think Arkham's next. Clearly the sequel, the Batman 2, whatever the fuck they're gonna call it. Clearly that's gonna get greenlit. But you gotta think, with these shows, 2 of 3 have been publicly mentioned. 1 has been put on hold, the GCPD, in favor of it being turned into an Arkham show. And now, the Penguin being officially ordered by HBO Max in a limited series, which means it could probably just be a gap in between, movie 1 and 2, have this thing about the Penguin's rise, and just maybe in the first few scenes of the next Batman movie, just...
Did they say who's playing Penguin?
This motherfucker.
Did I miss something?
This motherfucker. Do you not know who's playing the Penguin in the Batman?
No.
He's in the Batman. The character is in the... I almost called you a really bad word.
I knew there was other people in the Batman, but I thought it was mostly the Riddler.
He is the focal point.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Focal point. It's a Batman movie. What makes you think there aren't other people?
That's why I'm waiting to see it.
The whole universe is like known characters. From the miscellaneous crime bosses, Carmine Falcone, from him to fucking Oswald Cobblepot. Oswald Cobblepot. That's gonna be my new. That's my porn name. Oswald. I'm Oswald Cobblepot.
Just be oddly shaped. Oddly shaped and...
I have to intentionally give myself that Ron Jeremy body.
Oh, God.
That guy
I'm trying to remember the Ron Jeremy... There was this Ron Jeremy movie. I think it was called One-Eyed Monster. I think that's what it was called. It was like a horror movie.
Wait, what?
It was a horror... Like a real shitty B or maybe even D horror movie where it was about a killer penis.
And it was his penis?
I don't really remember much about it.
So was it like Jackass Forever, where like a quarter of the movie is Chris Pontius's penis dressed as Godzilla? But in this case, it's like Ron Jeremy Schlong dressed as like, I don't know.
Oh, I wish I could remember more about it. I just remember one scene where like it travels through the snow and you just see this bump.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's a detached killer penis.
Okay, not only no, but fuck no. I have never heard of that in my days. Oh my god.
It's a really ridiculous movie.
I mean, based on that alone.
Oh, it fucking kills.
Alright,
It's definitely something to get stoned and watch.
Who the fuck would watch that sober? Hey guys, gather the family. We're watching the movie about Ron Jeremy's penis.
Get the kids.
Get the kids. Make some popcorn. His penis is a demon. Oh god. Killer penis. Okay. So speaking of these goddamn streaming services and their need to take all of our fucking money perpetually. You know how whenever Marvel is like making a new thing, they'll register an LLC of basically a production company to exclusively work on that one product?
Yeah.
So that's like kind of what a lot of movies. For those of you that don't know, whenever like a series or a movie, especially something with like an actual IP behind it, like for instance Daredevil, if you're gonna create a series based on the character, you would have to create one of these limited liability corporations that would then hire writers, producers, and do all the thing, and then they would make the fucking thing under this production name. And a lot of the times these names for these fucking things are indicators. Whenever Marvel registers a new LLC, the name of that LLC will often be a pretty fucking explicit indicator of what it is they're working on. They try and be cheeky.
Yeah.
But like at this point, they just know people People immediately
are gonna see
watching,
it, know it, and be like, I know what's going on here. Hey.
Yeah. So, like, here's what happened. We all know Daredevil made his cute little debut in that Josh Garn Spider-Man movie, so to speak, as Speedy Man's fucking blind lawyer. And everybody in Spider-Man No Way Home, when I saw it, I was like the only person in the whole crowd that knew that was Daredevil. I was the only person in the screening literally losing my mind because I'm just like, that's the man without fear. It's him.
Is it what's his name? Charlie Cox?
It's him.
It's Charlie Cox.
It's him. And he looks like a day has not passed.
And you were the only one to recognize that
in that screening. But I've heard other people that went and when Charlotte, my lady friend, and I went to go see it a second time, people did react.
Okay.
It was just a luck of the draw situation, but it had me nervous. Kids, homie made his debut, and he's apparently going to be in a shitload of the HBO Max. Listen to me, I wish. I wish Warner Brothers would just buy Marvel and put a fucking bullet in Disney, but...
Oh my god.
But we don't live in that world. AOL Time Warner is actually trying to sell Warner Brothers. So,
what?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's a little heartbreaking.
Uh-huh. Well, nobody's been buying. Like, they've been looking or entertaining offers on a lot of their properties. Like CW, for instance. CW is up for sale right now.
CW Network?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know
including
that.
their streaming platform and all of their IPs.
Who has their streaming platform?
The CW. But it's a Warner thing. So what would have to happen is they'd have to get gobbled up and then thrown onto HBO Max or some bullshit. But which I'm hoping is what happens.
Do you know anybody who would own that subscription service?
The CW?
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
I don't think that would not be a subscription I would pay for.
I'm one of the only people on planet Earth with a tattoo from the Arrow series, and I wouldn't even
buy a CW subscription.
Yeah, no. I can watch the show elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's on Hulu. It was on Netflix. Like, I also bailed on Arrow after a certain point.
Yeah.
I completely bailed, as apparently
I didn't
most
finish
of
it.
you did.
I did not finish it.
See, like,
I didn't even finish it.
I know that I think they kill him eventually.
I went 2 seasons after Deathstroke was done.
Deathstroke, yeah.
And was like, I'm good.
That's funny because, like,
I'm good.
I cashed out right around season 5 too. Because that
season 5?
Deathstroke was season 2.
Yeah.
But he was in 1. But then he was the main bad of 2. And then he made sporadic appearances in 3.
I don't think I saw 3.
Dude, that was when the show got turned into Oliver and Felicity just loving each other thing.
Well, I'm glad I hopped out.
Dude, it turned real bad. It reminds me
of a good action drama to just a drama.
Yeah, for a while there. It apparently course corrected eventually.
Okay.
But like most of the viewership had like bailed. I know that when they do those crossover events where they'll have like the Flash, Arrow, Legends of What's Their Nuts, and whatever the fucking other cocksucking shows they have. I know whenever they do that, like it does good numbers.
Yeah.
But on their own,
didn't think so.
No. But anyway, so regarding Daredevil, because I do want to fucking pontificate about the CW verse, I was yelling at you people about it last week. I made a mistake, though. I made a fucking mistake, and I'll get to it. Anyway, we're getting Daredevil shit because we now have Blind Faith Productions officially registered by Marvel.
I wonder what that means.
I wonder what the fuck that means. Could it have something to do with a Catholic blind lawyer?
I think it has something to do with a Catholic, not blind, normal priest.
Good improv! Anyway, that's what you all come here for, that hot, quick, fucking fast comedy. Just pew! Off to the fucking stars with that shit. We're fucking killing them. Anyway. Oh, that's what y'all come here for, right? Some hot, silly talk. Speaking of hot, it's real fucking hot.
Fuck yeah, it is.
We're going to be right back. Hey, wait a second. This is the time when I'm going to play a music video, because we're halfway through the fucker. Enjoy this.
There is a human head in my money fridge.
right, kids. So I wanted to pontificate and yell about the CW verse because last episode, right, I was showing off these photos of Brendan Fraser as Firefly.
Okay.
And I was told they were... See, this is the thing. I'm going to own up to it. Hold on, I got to own up to this. I was told this shit was from a CW show. From the Batgirl CW show that nobody watches because it's...
That was the one that
fuck.
they injured her back, the main actress?
Oh, the first... Yeah, that was season 1. And then that actress left. I was showing the people these photos of Brendan Fraser as Firefly because, like, Firefly whoops ass. He's one of my favorite. Yeah. Even though he's like a C-tier bad guy that, like, you can beat the shit out of by going...
Yeah, exactly.
And he's fucking down. Like, he's still cool. He looks cool. He has cool gear. Like, whatever.
Flies around.
Yeah, he's the fiery Mr. Freeze that isn't taken seriously by anybody that writes for the character ever. But maybe that will change because those photos I was showing everybody, I'll pop them up here again. Here you go. You're looking at them right now. They're not from a CW show at all. They're from the Batgirl movie. There's
so
a
the show
movie
that's tanking, they're like, oh, you know what would be better than this tanking show? A movie.
A movie nobody asked for. And you know why yeah, okay. So get this. I don't know if you know this, but in the Flash movie coming up, Michael Keaton comes back as Batman, as a multi-dimensional Batman.
Okay.
So we're getting him back.
Sweet.
Because Ben Affleck fucked off.
Yeah.
And the Robert Pattinson Batman's in another universe. He's not the DCEU. So our DCEU Batman going forward is going to be Michael Keaton again.
Okay.
And he's going to sort of lead the charge for maybe a Batman Beyond thing. But as of right now, what they have secured is he appears in The Flash, and he then appears in the Batgirl movie, and who knows what else. But we're getting Burton Batman back. And, like, I've seen the suit. The suit looks awesome. There's some cool shit. I'll pop some photos up of the stunt guy. Don't freak out. That's not Michael Keaton. That's a stunt actor. That's a stunt actor. Stop. Stop thinking those things you're thinking. It will be fine. Maybe not. It might not be fine, actually.
It might not. With how good the series went.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I was showing you all those photos. They're not from that. They're from the fucking Batgirl movie, which is why they looked kind of alright. Because when I was showing them, I was like, oh, this actually looks okay. And I was like, this doesn't look like CW shit. How is this CW shit? How is the CW verse allowing a guy with a flamethrower on top of a fire truck to shoot this shit? Like, they're using, like, we're talking 40-foot Rammstein-style fire projection, flamethrower pyro in this set in a controlled environment, of course. So they're driving at, like, only 20 miles an hour, and they speed it up in post. But, like... If you look at this shit, if I can figure out a way to do picture-in-picture video, I'll put it up right here.
Hell yeah.
But you're looking at it, and it's like, there's no way this is CW. And I was right, because it's not Batgirl. But speaking of CW has greenlit another abortion, kids, because they are just a bunch of fucking old men that like to believe in a little thing called advertising synergy. Synergy. Say it with me now, everybody. Synergy. Good, very good. Synergy. So, we have a game coming out, right? Gotham Knights, right? Everybody's very excited about it,
I am very excited about that
McFarlane just dropped some really cool toys from the game. I picked up Red Hood and Nightwing. I can't find Robin anywhere. Send me Robin if you can find him, anybody out there. Anyway.
I kind of would like that Red Hood that just came out. That Red Hood.
He's at the Target.
Yeah, I know he is.
I like how that has to just be like, I know where he is.
No, yeah.
But no. So, CW, being a bunch of fuckwits, have decided they want to get in on the Gotham Knights love. They're creating a Gotham Knights show. I'm not kidding. And it's casting a bunch of, quite frankly, terrible actors in a terrible concept. Something I am very not excited about. Because I was literally ripping on this last week about how the CW verse was just slowly degenerating into baby Batman bullshit. Because of the Batgirl series and, like...
What about Gotham, where he's, like, 5 years old?
Well, Gotham was Fox.
Oh, that's right.
And that's a whole other can of worms that, like...
Baby Batman.
Dude, where they just jumped the shark in the last episode of the last season, and they made him Batman at age 15, and it just looks so stupid. Like he's
Does
wearing
he look like the 5-year-old?
No, here's the photo. This is what he looks like. He looked retarded. It's notorious. Everybody knows he looked dumb. It was so stupid. Gotham. Oh, what could have been? Jesus God.
Could have been.
So the CW is gonna CW and continue with their what did I just say? With their baby Batman bullshit.
Baby back bitch.
Baby back bitches. By way of offering us a series no one asked for about Batman's extended family. That's right. We're going to get a show about Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, Alfred, so on and so forth. You know, all the characters that can't handle their own weight. This week, I was saying CW is nothing but baby Batman bullshit. Meanwhile, they have greenlit
Baby Bat bullshit.
Just predicting the future here on Radio Respects.
That is wild.
You know, that's what we do. They call me, there's Nostradamus out there. They call me Nostradamus. So that's me. But speaking of DC and all that hot shit, it was supposed to be the year of heroes, dude. Did you know that? It was going to be the year of heroes.
From what I heard, yeah.
Man, we were going to get Aquaman. We were going to get The Flash. We were going to get Shazam and all that shit. It was going to be great. Guess what? Nope. They've all been delayed.
Plug pulled.
They've all been fucking delayed. The Year of Heroes, a bumper that's placed right before the Batman. When you go see the Batman, you'll see it. It's the new DC bumper where they show you like a quick flash, Black Adam. That's the other one, Black Adam.
Oh, yeah.
And all the other fucking movies, and it's like 2020, whatever, Year of Heroes. Well, psych, bitch, because now it's
20 for this and everything.
Yep, they just motherfucked the whole plan, and I imagine it's because
you ever stand on a rug that got pulled underneath you?
Yep, it's not a good feeling, baby. It's not a good feeling.
Did that hurt? Yes.
There's
Good.
no news as to why, but it's pretty obvious as to why. We live in fucky times, and they probably wanted to do reshoots. I'd be willing to bet. Like, how much are you willing to bet that, like, somebody at Warner Brothers saw a cut of The Flash and was like, more Michael Keaton?
I wouldn't be surprised if someone on set got injured.
I don't know. Nothing's been reported. That shit comes out real quick.
Yeah?
Yeah, people don't... It's thankfully the age of the Twilight Zone movie massacre type things, where like people die on set because like everyone's on cocaine and working long hours. That shit doesn't happen anymore, really.
Oh my God!
Like that Rust movie thing that happened with Alec Baldwin, where he like shot some lady because he got handed live ammo because an inexperienced armorer was trusted in a position that she shouldn't have been entrusted to because you cocksuckers in media like to. One day...
He's getting angry.
One day...
He's getting angry.
One day I'm going to burn all my bridges on this show, and it will only be when I can afford to. Anyway, until then, cinema's great.
Like, what was the timing between... Like, when was the last time before the Rust thing that someone got shot on set? Was it Crow?
Yeah, The Crow.
I figured.
It was Brandon Lee.
Yep.
And to be fair, like the standards and safety protocols on sets, ever since Brandon Lee's death, have been amazing. And 9 times out of 9, everything is meticulous and safe.
Wait, 9 times out of 9?
9 times out of 9, everything is fine.
Where's 10?
Exactly. 10 is Rust, an anomaly. 10 is the one out of the 9 out of 9, because the 9 out of 9 is everyday movies being made. It just doesn't happen, because how much, like, we
changed the language of the show. Get a Google Translator for videos.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah, no. What was I saying? What happened? Huh?
9 times out of 9.
Oh, oh yeah. 9 times out of 9, like, there are actors, even, like The Rock, for instance, who has, like, a no live ammo clause in his shit. So, like, they'll hold the gun, but they got to do all the shit in post.
Yeah.
Because he won't even allow live ammo on his sets. Like, that's the way a lot of actors are doing it. That's the way a lot of production companies are doing it, because VR, I almost said VR, because special effects and actual digital rendering is super fucking cheap these days. That's what most of my day job is just sculpting 3D assets to be utilized in like one frame of a thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of that. And so it doesn't really happen very frequently, quite honestly. But every time it does, there's usually a hard course correct. You give a shit about Obi-Wan?
Fuck yeah, I do.
What do you fucking think about Obi-Wan?
I fucking
The
love.
Man, not the show, the man. What do you think about the man?
I
God damn it.
love Obi-Wan.
The man. The
Obi-Wan.
Sad.
What was the guy's name that played him? Ian what?
Ewan McGregor.
Ian McGregor.
Yeah.
Fucking love him.
Yeah.
Great Obi-Wan. Probably the best Obi-Wan everyone will remember.
Who's this drunk bitch just sitting here looking at us?
Hey, she getting
I don't know
video.
who
We're
you
on
are.
someone's gram.
Hey, I'm sure we're on somebody's gram, but it's a good time.
We should have did some hand things or something.
I should have put my penis on the glass. Anyway,
we're squishing pickles here.
so EW Entertainment Weekly has put up these photos, the first photos from the thing. I'm showing them to you right now, and they look like Star Wars, I guess.
They look like Star Wars.
There's Obi-Wan. Apparently, we're going to get a sad Obi-Wan. We're going to get a sad, beaten down Obi-Wan because Disney hasn't proven to us enough that they don't understand original trilogy characters.
Do you know the timing of this Obi-Wan? Is it after like his time before he's old and meets Luke?
Yeah, he's just looking over Luke on, like, he's living in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he hasn't completely aged into being, like, the wise
Old
Obi-Wan.
man.
He's still the guy that we knew, and we have to go on this journey with him to, like, apparently some leaks came out, by the way.
Ooh.
Some fucking leaks came out. So not only did we get a first look...
I'm always on the fence about leaks because I hate it when things get leaked, but at the same time, I appreciate it.
Well, you also never know what's true and what's not. Except
Exactly.
in this case, the leaker is very, very credible. This is the person that basically leaked all of Boba Fett, and all that was accurate.
Ooh.
They leaked some other things, and all of which have been completely accurate. It's a specific Star Wars website that there's some credibility to. They have somebody on the inside. There's gonna be a link to, of course, the sequel trilogy, which we all knew was gonna happen because we're in that era of things. But of course, with like Mandalorian season 3, we're gonna get a shitload of that, and we'll get into that because there were some leaks about that one too. But regarding Obi-Wan, the long-awaited return of Qui-Gon Jinn is apparently upon us.
Ooh.
Yeah,
We're getting the man.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, we're getting the guy whose kids got taken.
Wasn't he canceled though?
Was he?
Yeah, he got canceled for saying like he wanted to beat some black bastard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he said some fuck
So
shit.
he got canceled, but Darth Maul...
Okay, hold on. Ray Park posted a video on his Instagram of himself getting sucked off and was promptly removed from a future project that they were working on.
And that makes me so sad. We only got him in the end of Solo.
Yeah.
and that
was great because it was like his body, but
we were
Sam
finally
Witwer's
gonna
voice.
hit the golden gate of heaven of like, finally Darth Maul is back in the big screen.
Well, here's the cool thing. The door is still open because the show takes place between like Clone Wars and when we see it in Rebels when they actually kill him. Like, spoiler alert for an ancient show, Darth Maul dies eventually. What, do you think he'd live forever?
No one lives forever.
No one lives forever, cocksmoker. So the show, the Obi-Wan thing, it does take place between a time when he is still alive. Darth Maul is still alive.
Yeah.
So
the door's open,
it's already been confirmed that there will be a season 2 of this. Apparently, don't quote me on that. Kathleen Kennedy said that, and fuck that woman. So this is the same woman that got her hands on the Obi-Wan scripts and was like, "This is too bleak. We have to zazz it up a little bit." And after seeing the plot leak, it's still pretty fucking bleak. Yeah. Like it's beaten down, sad Obi-Wan going on a journey, right, to try and. In the same way, like when Yoda told him that he could speak to Qui-Gon, and all that shit,
and get that extra
but he
training,
couldn't.
right?
He did it in Episode 2. He said that in Episode 2, Yoda tells Obi-Wan, young Obi-Wan.
No, I thought that was 3.
It may be. I
think it was the end of 3 after like what's her face had the kids.
I don't fucking know.
Leia?
It doesn't.
No,
it doesn't
Leia,
fucking matter. None of this fucking matters. We're all gonna die. Anyway, Jesus Christ, that's what happens when you fucking detrain? When you detrack a train of thought. Thanks for that, buddy. What was I saying?
Fuck.
Thanks. See, somebody mentioned this too, but I didn't want to say anything. But somebody mentioned this. Somebody said to me, "You need to tell that motherfucker to stop interrupting you."
I'm sorry.
Because, like, every time we would, like, get in, and I went back and listened to the episode, and I was like, oh, shit, I guess he does just fucking steamroll into a thing every now and again. Okay, all right, sorry.
I apologize.
let me, this is why we do show prep. And I'm going to look at a thing. Oh, yeah, the leaks. Yeah, so anyway. The show does indeed take place... Obi-Wan. See, that's how we get back on track. That's what y'all tune in for, Radio Respects, for that high-quality H2O. Not Gatorade, H2O. Yeah, so the leaker not only put that shit out there, that he's going to try and communicate to Qui-Gon in the same way Yoda did. But it's going to mostly be a story about his struggle and being unable to do so until he eventually, of course, does, and then becomes the Obi-Wan we know. Yeah. But he has to go through all kinds of shit. He's got to fucking yada yada while looking over Luke and not involving himself in Luke's life, because if he does, that tramples over the IP, while simultaneously avoiding Inquisitors and Darth Vader himself.
Yeah.
Played by Hayden Christensen. So that's the loose plot of Kenobi.
Yeah.
According to these leaks. And I'll be honest, we were talking about Kenobi a while ago, or at least on the last episode, before the trailer dropped anyway. And I was just sort of rattling off, like, the rumor mill of what the show could be. Now this kind of... Wow, let's keep bumping the mic. This kind of backs that up a bit. The whole plot idea. This kind of backs that up, but then they add to it. They add a little to it by dropping a pinch of Mandalorian 3 details for us. Season 3 details for The Mandalorian. Regarding everyone's favorite green buddy.
Ooh. Yeah. The little baby.
Yeah, and I'm going to be the, hot take? Hot take. Before all you Star Wars fans come at me and just like, you just fucking hate Disney! Yeah?
We do hate Disney.
But... Shut up. So we all know the lovely IG-11 droid, bounty hunter, and all that fun shit. So if you don't want spoilers, if you don't want leaks, if you don't want any of this shit, I don't know what the fuck you're doing listening to an entertainment show where we talk about, like, modern entertainment things. So... Sucks to suck. You're probably discovering what the show is. Like, we're talking about things as they happen. And if you don't jive with that, or you don't like I was telling him, he hasn't seen the Batman. And I'm doing my damnedest to not spoil shit and just, kind of just drive around topics. But, like, if you want to avoid certain spoilers and shit, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put something right here, like some text. That, like, when we're talking about shit
spoiler
specific, warning. It will be spoiler warning, and then when it disappears, you're fine. That's going to be an editing nightmare for me, but fuck it. That way, if any of you decide to spout off and get ignorant with me in the comments, you can go fuck yourself. How's that? So, we have a leak, another leak. This ship is just all kinds of leaking. This ship is leaking. It's leaking from all sides. It's leaking from Obi-Wan. It's leaking from Disney. It's leaking from... God, Disney can't... Fucking Marvel, I mean.
Can't hold anything under wraps.
Bro.
It's like a Titanic driving into the iceberg. Bro,
it's like they're trying to navigate the 7 seas in an actual pontoon boat. The world's the world's richest fisherman in a kayak. That's what this...
With one fishing pole.
Jesus God. So, Grogu, he's learning. He's evolving. Have you seen the book of Boba Fett?
No, not yet. He's gonna slap the shit out of me right now.
It's okay, you're not missing much.
It's on my list for sure. It's definitely on the next thing. We're in the middle of...
Sucking and fucking? You're in the middle of sucking and fucking, right?
A lot of sucking and fucking.
A lot of sucking and fucking. Hey, man, that takes up a lot of time.
Oh, God.
So, okay. Well, I'm not really spoiling anything. I'm not spoiling anything when Droopy Dog tells you that in the book of Boba Fett, you see baby Grogu learning how to be a Jedi. He's evolving. You see more Luke Skywalker, and you see more Grogu.
CGI Luke Skywalker?
What do you fucking expect? Them to get that old fat man out of his fucking hellhole in East L.A.? Hey, man, put down that In-N-Out burger. Get that cigarette out of your mouth, motherfucker.
We need you back.
No, he has licensed his face out for, like, Yeah, Carrie Fisher, all of the original characters have licensed their image, and their families for the dead ones have licensed their image.
Oh my god.
So expect a lot of deep fakes. I mean, there's that fucking movie, you heard about this? You seen this? That fucking James Dean thing. James Dean's been dead for how long? He's about to be in a war movie via deep fake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like he's the star?
I guess.
And he's not alive?
He's been dead since... He's been dead longer than we've been born. How's that?
That's...
Put that into some fucking perspective. And
I think the first time I saw something like that where they added a CGI character was when... What's his fucking face was still governor of California, and they put him in that horrible Terminator movie.
Oh, you mean Terminator Salvation?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
They put CGI on him.
You know, I have a hot take that, like, that movie wasn't terrible, but, like, oh my god, that CG Arnold. That just took you right out of it. We have a little thing he and I do whenever we're both here talking to you called New to the Collection, because we're both kind of offensive levels of collectors.
Like stupid offensive.
Yeah, to the point to where it's like that's kind of our secondary investments in life. It's like investing in cool plastic or things that like are worth a shit and hearken to your the things important to you. That's what I collect for. I collect like the things that I enjoyed as a kid that have been modernized and maybe reconnect me to a simpler time, or something that just looks cool.
It's also a great retirement planning if you don't have that 401k.
It can be, or it can be a Beanie Baby scenario where you collect something so feverishly with the intent of making a fucking buck off of it, only to realize the bubble bursts. I have a theory that's going to happen with Funko Pops.
You think so? Because Funko's been around a lot longer than Beanie Babies.
The company has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't crashed yet. Beanie Babies crashed.
The argument can be made that they're already tapping out on like original ideas and IPs.
Yeah.
Anything that could be made that isn't new IP or new content has been made.
Yeah.
And it's gotten to a point to where they're now re-releasing things updated. Like, for instance, there are 100 different Captain Americas, right, over the years.
Yeah.
But
the zombie series.
But now it's got, but not even in variants. We're just talking a normal, regular-ass Captain America. They've re-sculpted the motherfucker 1,000,001 times. So it is what it is. But I think the bubble could crack in that regard. So
yeah.
I wouldn't view it as an investment. I don't completely co-sign that. I can't say sink your money into plastic if you're looking for a retirement plan. That's him saying that.
I'm hoping for it.
That's him saying that, not me.
I do have a 401k, but always need to have a plan B.
So, yeah, you know, Beanie Babies. Anyway, so we collect Beanie Babies, and our newest Beanie Babies, I collect Star Wars Black Series Beanie Babies, but I'm very, very specific with them. In regards to our little spot here, new to the collection, I actually have purchased some things. I might have, like, destroyed my bank account, my play money, because of a particular Storm Collectibles release that finally got dropped on pre-order.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the 1/6 12-inch scale Scorpion.
Oh, you were talking... Is it the one you were talking about last episode?
I guess. Yeah. But the price wasn't announced yet. And we were like, oh, well, since they're normally like $100, maybe it'll be like $150, $200.
Yeah.
It's $250 goddamn dollars.
Oh my god.
And like, I'll do it. I got to. Because if I don't, the same thing that happened with all the other Storm Collectibles figures is going to happen to me, where I missed out
on the cheap time
on when they were affordable, and now a classic Scorpion, a classic Sub-Zero, a classic Ermac, a classic Noob Saibot, a classic Reptile, a classic Rain. We're talking thousands of fucking dollars for some really... Okay, they look beautiful.
Detailed plastic.
They're detailed as fuck, and they're beautiful, but... If you take them out of the box and, like, you know, pose them and fuck around with them, they got really weak joints and, like, they break. So imagine you.
So is that one you want to keep in a box?
Yeah, but I don't know, because the way Storm Collectibles packages their shit, there's not much plastic involved. It's like probably gonna be, well, that's not true. With their 7 inches, there's a window where you see the figure, but if it's boxed to where it's just a cardboard box and homies in it, what the fuck?
You guys might have to bust him out.
I
have to bust him out.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. Here's
bust
the thing.
him out of his prison.
Storm Collectibles announced that there will be a Sub-Zero and a Scorpion. They've only put Scorpion up for pre-order, and the reason I've been hesitant was, like, watch me place my pre-order and immediately Sub-Zero goes up, right? And I've blown my wad on my on my villain. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. That ain't happening. No. So I was being patient. I was being cautious, but it just dropped on U.S. retailers. And if you buy it via Bluefin, I believe it's Bluefin, I'll have the link right here. I'll have photos of it right here. For those of you interested, you can get an exclusive version of him for $250 with an extra set of weapons and a translucent red fire stand. It's super cool looking.
Okay.
And as much
now,
as
I don't know how I feel about $250 though.
Exactly. I get that the cost of everything is really expensive. I get that the cost of plastic is expensive. I get that because these are imports, they have to be more expensive.
Have to run.
But companies like this have U.S. distributors for a reason. To make things relatively affordable to their other markets.
Yeah.
Where is that reflecting in the price? It's not. It's just dead ass not.
It's not.
$250 for albeit arguably the most detailed Scorpion figure I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Could you imagine if you got that and it came cockeyed?
Dude, yeah, because I have that kind of luck. I could imagine dropping the $250, having him. He doesn't ship until November.
Yeah.
So I can imagine getting him, just completely forgetting about it. He shows up. I'm like, oh yeah, yay, it's time. I'll bring him in here. We'll unbox him. We take him out.
Oh,
we
he
look
looks
at
pretty.
him. Oh, he's pretty. And then we look at his face, and there's like just a smear of shit on him or something. It could totally happen. It could totally happen to me. Or I'll get one with like the weakest joints on planet Earth, and I'll have to ship it to Hong Kong to get fixed or some dumb fuckery.
That would just be so inconvenient for the money.
Wouldn't that be my luck, though? First Storm Collectibles.
Oh, my God.
That's why I've been so...
Cannot be as unlucky as my cane with the crooked side panel and the belt.
Oh, fuck that noise. Oh, the ultimate...
The ultimate edition?
Cane with the fucked up paint app on the mask. And, like, if you bend his elbow inward, like this elbow, the red removes and you see his skin. So it's not painted properly.
You took yours out of the box?
No. No, but I know that this is a thing. And I'm an inbox collector for the most part. So I was like, oh, whatever, it's fine. But, like, if I can see your fucked up paint applications through the box, and it's like that on every good goddamn figure, you missed the mark.
Someone fucked up their job.
Quality control, baby. What does it mean?
Oh, my God.
I am flirting with pulling the trigger on him because I feel like the second I pull the trigger on him, Sub-Zero is gonna drop, and like I'll feel like a complete fucking asshole. Just be like, cool. Now I gotta wait and get paid and hustle more masks, and like I'm trying to like live my life and
everybody
enjoy my
please buy
life.
a mask.
Yeah,
buy a mask, everyone.
Buy a thing. Hey, you see the thing I'm wearing right now? Isn't it pretty cool? Look at this.
Look at the old thing I'm wearing.
Look at the thing he's wearing. That thing's old as fuck, and it's been living.
Still together.
For the city.
Damn, look at the size of that cane fly.
What happened?
It was a giant cane fly.
You know the name of the bug?
Yeah. They look like mosquitoes. It's not a mosquito. It's a cane fly.
Who are you?
I go to college.
What's that? A scam?
I go to college.
I've heard about this scam. I've heard about this scam.
Biology. I major in biology to be a herpetologist. For those who don't know, it's not herpes.
He's studying plants and shit.
No. Reptiles, amphibians, and invertebrates, a.k.a. bugs, spiders, arachnids, that kind of thing.
See, when you said invertebrate, I just thought of my fucked up back, and I was going to say, please don't become a chiropractor, fake doctor. I don't need another friend falling down that rabbit hole.
No.
I'm going to break your babies' backs. It's good for their stress. What? I have a degree in this. I don't think you do. All right. Okay.
I believe you're breaking kids' backs.
I'm going to break your child.
That's
for his health.
That's what I believe.
So we have fan mail, I guess.
Oh, hold on. I didn't get to go on what's in my collection.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
I only got 2 things, so I'll make this quick.
Let me just put that there. All right, cool.
My girlfriend got me
What did you
the
get?
Lego build of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, yeah.
Which sits on my stand in either 2 poses, where
you
it's
built it.
flicking you off.
Edgy.
Yes, I built it.
Edgy.
Or it's doing the shocker.
Edgy.
Yeah.
Edgy.
Yeah.
That's that early 2000s humor right there. That's what you tune in for. A little bit of that.
Because who wants it in the classic pose of it snapping?
I don't.
Because that's the gimmick.
You know, all those buildable Lego like display things, like the helmets or the props.
There's so many I want.
They finally are putting out a Mando helmet.
I know.
And a Django helmet.
That one I want.
Django one I want.
The Boba. I want the Django. I want the Stormtrooper. I want the Scout Trooper.
Thor's hammer just dropped.
Did it?
Yeah, and it looked pretty cool.
Oddly enough, there's one of a Fender guitar and an amp, and I kind of want that one too.
I saw that.
I kind of want that.
If I gave a flying fuck about Flender. If I gave a flying fuck about Fender, I definitely would have grabbed
I mean, that's the thing. I don't give a fuck about Fender, but I like music. I like music, so why not have a guitar and an amp Lego?
Have you seen the Super Nintendo?
I do want that, the TV and the Super Mario on it. I want that too. I do want that also.
The price is offensive.
I want the Grogu too, the baby.
The Build-A.
The Build-A Grogu. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Lego's been hitting a home run. So that's one of them. What else did you get?
And the other thing I got was the AEW Stang.
Oh, yeah.
I got that Stang I told you about. Did you go pick that up yet?
No.
You go get that Stang.
No, I didn't.
Speaking of also Stang, did you see 60-year-old Stang do a splash into the tables?
I wouldn't. People were like, Sting jumps off the fucking thing. And he didn't jump off anything. He fell.
Yeah.
He just fell.
He gave a little bit of a jump, but
he literally flopped. He did the thing bats do. Where they woo! And it was beautiful. It was cool. I'm glad to see him do the thing.
I know, without breaking his neck.
I always flash back. I very commonly flash back to when we were watching the particular WrestleMania where it was Sting against Triple H, and they just fucking buried him and turned it into a spot fest where they just buried Sting and turned it into an NWO versus DX thing, which was never a thing.
No.
It was never a thing.
No.
And this weird concocted Triple H repping the Attitude Era versus the last glory days of the WCW. That wasn't.
Yeah.
You just made that up. It's not sure. And
they tried pulling that off. They tried pulling that off when they first bought WCW, and they didn't really do well there either.
Yeah. No. It's an argument that can definitely be made that WWE 130% dropped the goddamn ball on Homie. I mean. But I have not picked it up. I have not picked up his figure. I want to. Mm-hmm. It looks cool. Apparently, there's going to be one of their big crazy fuck you versions of him that actually looks like him. Because yours is he's in a t-shirt.
Yeah, he's in a t-shirt.
That's not a look I like for Sting. I don't like my Sting. I
think the only thing weird looking about it is his goatee. His goatee looks kind of weird on it.
Oh, every time I see Sting in a goatee, I flash back to when he was on drugs all the time. Yeah.
No, he's a sober Christian man now.
Yeah, and selling property somewhere in Texas. That's what he does.
But that's what I got in my collection.
Nice shit. So, I was in Target, and I looked around. Mm-hmm. Some hotness dropped.
Ooh.
Boba Fett's palace, which is Jabba's palace.
Oh.
But from the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I saw... Oh, wait, I wasn't in Target. I was at Walmart. I was at the Wally World. And I saw... Fucking cursed land. And I saw this fucker for $100, and I passed on it. And I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know. It's right up my alley.
Yeah.
It
just passed up on it.
And there was only one sitting there, so I might have to go back and get it.
If it's still sitting there, hopefully.
I mean, they're gonna pop up. They're gonna be around. The cool thing about Lego is their distribution is all right. Unlike some companies, McFarlane.
Still looking at you, Tom.
I'm still looking.
Looking at you, Todd.
I'm looking at you, Tom.
Looking at
and
you,
Todd. Tom McFarlane. You're my favorite, Tom. Anyway, so I have. Ooh.
You got some background sound.
We have some fan mail. We got an email. Shoddy Xander has asked a two-parter, actually. Oh, wait. This guy asked one question. All right, cool. So I'm going to direct this one to you because I did not watch Peacemaker yet. I know most of the references because I'm a fucking idiot, but I've yet to actually sit through and digest the content. Mm-hmm. So we're basically asked, I'll just read this shit out because, you know, this guy took the time to actually write a fucking email. I might as well read it through my fogged lenses. Let's see. Yay, radio show fan mail. What's going on, my dude, in Radio Land? Long-time listener, first-time caller.
You're calling?
Ha! Very funny. I was wondering if you watched the Peacemaker series and what you thought of it. Well, as I said, I have not seen it, but homie did, so I'm going to let him do the thing. You say, though, that you personally loved it and quote it on a daily basis, and may or may not allegedly be interested in a vigilante suit at some point. Hey, don't try that shit. You fucking send me an actual DM when it's time to pull the trigger. I love you, but don't hit me with that, hey, I might be in the market for a fucking... Yeah, if you're in the market, prove it.
See the money first.
Let's see that money. I want to see your fucking dollars. I want to see your fucking money in my hand, baby. I'm kidding. I love you, but I want your money. But I love you, but I want your money. But I love you.
Got to keep the boat afloat.
Dude, I got bills. I do this for a living. I don't have a normal person job. My normal person job is putting on a goddamn mask and letting people stare at me through a window. That's what's going on. So, anyway... let's see. Oh, wow. He even immediately then follows up with, if I have angered you, I hope it makes for good content. Well, thanks.
There you go. You just got your content.
Somebody gets the... At least you understand what the show's about. Yeah, much respect. P.S. Radio Respects is the bee's knees and a bag of chips. Thank you. Signed, some weird fuck from Minnesota. Awesome. So, what do you think of Peacemaker? Fucking tell these people.
I love the Peacemaker. I love the Peacemaker when he was in...
That's it! Alright, cool, thank you! We're leaving! Alright, that's the episode! See you next week! Alright, no, sorry, go on.
I absolutely love the Peacemaker. I loved him in the Suicide Squad, the second one, not the 2.5 hour glamour music video.
I mean, yeah. Jared Leto and his fucking... cringe lord Joker
exactly. So the new Suicide Squad that showed a really good Peacemaker. That is honestly the only thing I could quote from Peacemaker is if I'm quoting it correctly, I would do anything for freedom. If this entire beach was covered with dicks, I would suck every dick for
I love it.
But and the only thing about Peacemaker is that so many people loved the intro, and as for me, the music has grown on me. The song can get stuck in my head.
Is the intro that fucking song I keep singing? That is the song?
That is the one.
Okay, Daywave, the show I listen to all the time, like, kind of memed it.
Yeah.
Anytime that there's, like, a video of, like, old people dancing in the 80s or jazzercising, or, like, old people or dancing, they'll replace the audio with that. So that song is just stuck in my head perpetually. Do you really want to taste it?
But the intro, I don't really like most of the intro, like video wise.
What, you don't
I like the song, it gets stuck in my head. Yeah, I'm not with the dance. The best part of the intro, I will say though, is of course Eagly coming in last second doing the bam. Like, I am willing to get Eagly tattooed on me.
There's gonna be a pop.
I would buy all the pops.
I think there are gonna be two. There's
Eagly
one
pops?
normal one. Yeah, there's one where he's just holding the flag. God. And the other, he's flocked.
I can't stand up straight. I just got a huge erection from that.
I can't get any more erect!
But, yeah. No, I liked Peacemaker.
Would recommend.
Yes. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Well, what a hot take
It's a great story. John Cena is great improv-like. When he does that naming like 80 characters that could have been other than his dad being frames, like, fantastic.
Oh yeah, I've seen that clip where he's just listing real weird deep cuts and not really knowing he's canonizing all of these names technically.
Exactly.
By just saying their names. That means they exist in this world technically.
Exactly.
Did I tell you my theory about the old man, the neighbor, that of his racist dad?
I think you did. I don't remember.
I think the old man's Batmite.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's Batmite. Because, like, there are enough references to Batmite, and apparently it's James Gunn's favorite Marvel or DC character, I guess. Which, what the fuck is wrong with you if Batmite is your favorite? Like, who fucking hit you as a kid? With respect. Don't get nervous. So, cool. That was that. I was also asked, I have another piece of mail here. This one's to my bitch ass. I'm being asked what my least favorite part of the mask making process is. I'll make this one quick. Basically, straps. Straps. I hate straps. I hate applying straps. I hate the idea of sizing something to someone. I hate the idea of adjustable straps because they break. And anytime anyone's just like, oh, well, just make your straps adjustable. Listen, cocksucker, it doesn't work that fucking way. I need the circumference of your head in inches. Otherwise, I can make no guarantees. Got me! So, there's that. That goes for custom work. If you're buying shit in stock, it is what it is. But
that big ass cane fly.
Hey, look, a big bug! A big buggo!
That big ass cane fly.
So, come over here, big buggo. Oh, wait a second. I forgot. I did get another thing.
Oh, this. I didn't get to see this in person. It's been sitting there the entire time and I didn't see it.
I got this guy. And, like, okay, the story's pretty quick. The story's pretty simple. I got this fucking son of a bitch at a local Army-Navy. A local Army-Navy store that does sell some airsoft stuff. Some. Mostly used airsoft shit, though. So they had this box of just unmarked used airsoft shit, and this was on the top of it. No markings, no labels, no price, no nothing. And I saw it, I freaked out. I've never grabbed something out of a box so quickly in my fat fucking life.
Fuck, I would have grabbed that.
Dude, I just fucking... And the lady could really... She could kind of read it on me that I was like, I want this. Name your price. And she was very nice and gave it to me for $25 fucking dollars. 25 measly dollars.
You know, this entire week has been ironic for me when it comes to airsoft, because I don't know if anyone's been watching the new South Park, but they just dropped a new episode this past week, and it involves airsoft.
Are they on HBO Max?
They are on HBO Max.
So that's where all the new shit is?
Yes.
That's why that popped
Not
up
Paramount
on my HBO
Plus.
Max?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like...
Post-COVID shit's on Paramount or whatever,
yes,
right? Okay.
Just those two. So like when I was a kid, I used to play a lot of airsoft, and I stopped for years. Like, totally even forgot about airsoft.
Same.
South Park drops airsoft. This dude picks up a new airsoft mask. Like, airsoft all of a sudden just came back in.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, because like I've noticed there's this weird resurgence with like the paintball community and the airsoft community as well, because our local, we used to have a couple airsoft fields around here.
Yeah.
Now we only have like one.
It's in Miami.
No, there's one local.
Is there?
There's one local. It's by Lion Country Safari.
Oh.
It used to be called Hot Shots.
I thought that was just paintball though.
No, they do airsoft. They do all that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so I guess there are some local yokels or some shit, or this was acquired in a box of international goods or something. And you autistic-ass fans out there, when I posted about this, one of you was able to actually do the research and invest the time into figuring out where this came from, what this is. And the answer is weird and complicated. This is apparently a $90 paintball mask from some company in Hong Kong that I'm assuming stole the design from somebody. But I've done the research, and I bought it because it looked like a ball from Mortal Kombat.
Kinda does, yeah.
Kinda. Motherfucker, if you've played MK11, which by the way is on sale, and if you don't get it so I can beat your ass...
I have 11. We played it in the Switch, remember? In your car one day.
Wait, do you have it on PlayStation?
No, just Switch.
That's what I'm telling you. It's on sale on the PSN for like nothing. Yeah, it's like nothing. So we can like literally whoop each other's ass.
There we go.
Content. You want to see us whoop each other's ass in MK?
Ooh, we could stream that.
Say it. Say it. Say you want to see it! Anyway, so I grabbed this because it reminded me explicitly of a particular Cabal mask from MK11. I went back and I looked at that mask. It's not, like, it's close, but it's not it. So I don't think this is an original design, but I don't think it's like from anything also. I don't know where this came from, and quite frankly, the company that originally sold it has people bootlegging their shit, which that's how you know you've made it in masks, when somebody's bootlegging your bullshit.
Yeah.
Because, like, I went on Amazon after doing a reverse image search, or after one of you did a reverse image search and sent me in the right direction. And there are motherfuckers selling $40 bootlegs, $50 bootlegs.
Jesus.
And I'm like, oh, cool, so I can get a cheap latex piece of shit or spend $90 for the
hard
hard boy. And, like, I've been wearing this thing very, very frequently lately. I'm kind of in love with it. But yeah, it's not from anything. It's just some fucking thing I lucked out with finding in the wild. And
hell yeah,
I don't know, man. That shit doesn't happen.
Definitely have the best luck in the wild. I think I
kinda
mentioned that last episode.
I do.
When you go out,
yeah.
You found, what was the last episode? You found that entire Batman wave of pops.
Oh, and the chases.
Yeah, and the chases.
Here's the photo. I got all the chases. Oh, and I just found the Target exclusive Bruce Wayne in his funeral suit today.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I'm slowly getting all of them. I don't have the big boy yet. The 10-inch one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I'll probably get it eventually. But anyway, ladies, gentlemen, we love you.
This is Radio Respects.